Hey guys, today I'm going to do another ASMR video. This is going to be my third episode for ASMR. And if you guys watched the other videos, you would know that this is experimental, and if not, well, I'm going to let you guys know that the real idea of this video is to help you sleep. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and discuss a new topic for today. And today's topic is going to be the gym. I'm going to discuss a lot of my workout routines, and I'm going to discuss the benefits and the fun that I had about going to the gym and trying to stay fit. Back when I was a kid, I didn't really go to the gym that much. I guess I considered myself more of a nerd, and I didn't really like the idea of being this sort of buff, athletic guy because, I don't know, I just felt it wasn't my style. But later on, I guess I was 25 at the time, I started wondering as to why so many guys have six-pack abs, and I don't. And the thing is, most of my life I was never really concerned about looking good. I wasn't worried about having six-pack abs or being like the male model or anything like that. So I allowed myself to have delicious meals and pretty much be lazy and all that stuff. I drank a lot of pop. I never really liked junk food, but I would eat high quality food, eat food that's high in calories, I'll say that. But around 2016, I got jealous because certain girls, including my ex-girlfriend, they talked about like how other guys are so much more handsome than me, and they could go for some of those other guys. And I asked my ex a while back, well, how can I be a handsome guy like Alexander Skarsgård or Tom Cruise or whatever? And she was pointing out that I should try to get a six-pack and, turn the belly fat that I had into muscle, and also try to beef up the shoulders and the arms a little bit. So, because I really wanted to get the life of being a handsome guy, I started looking at different YouTube channels like Kinobody, where he would talk about different physiques like the warrior, the Greek god, and the superhero, and I learned different workout routines from Kinobody. A lot of stuff. I'm not going to get into everything that he teaches, but yeah, Kinobody was a YouTube channel that I got really into. Another one was Elliot. He was cool. But anyhow, I started looking at YouTube videos on how to get a six-pack, and the thing they'd talk about the most is doing crunches, and they'd tell me to do like 100 crunches every day. So for a while I overworked myself. But later on I realized that the crunches alone don't really get you the six-pack because in order to have a six-pack that's visible, you really need to be less than 10% body fat, and I was at like 20-25% body fat. Not low enough to have visible abs. So what I ended up doing is I wanted to first lose weight. And what I would end up doing is a 1 meal a day diet. And with 1 meal a day, I remember what I ended up doing was I would not eat when I woke up right away. I would wait a few hours, and I would have a big, satisfying lunch. I might get like a sandwich at Quiznos, the large sub, and then the chips and drink combo. It would probably be like 1,500, 1,600 calories a day. And then I would try to be active. I would run some on the treadmill and do my Taekwondo class. I would also go swimming and all that stuff. But But the thing is, I was going for a 1,000 calorie deficit a day. which would lead me to lose about 2 pounds of fat per week, which was a pretty good goal. As well as losing weight, I wanted to build muscle, so I was watching channels like Kinobody. And what I ended up doing was going to the gym, and when I started lifting weights, I could barely bench anything at all. I was a 25-year-old man. I could bench press the bar and maybe bench press like 20 pounds on top of that, like 65 pounds total. And I was like freaking, 190 to 200 pounds at that time. So that was not an impressive bench. But I got into a routine. I would do, I think I would go to the gym like freaking every day, or at least 5 days a week. I'd do like at least one set of 10 on the flat bench. I'd try to do the incline bench, and then I'd try to do the shoulder press. And remarkably, once I got into the good habits, my bench press would go up really, really fast. And at least in the first month or so, I think my bench press almost doubled. Like it went from like 70 pounds to 140 pounds or something. It was crazy. Now, after I got to like 140 or so, it kind of plateaued to where, then I had to be more disciplined and, find new workout exercises in order to prevent a bench pressing plateau. So on top of doing like the barbell bench press, I would start doing dumbbells. I would do dumbbells on the flat. I would do them on the incline, and then I'd do them even standing, like doing like the standing shoulder press. And remarkably, I gained muscle on the arm quite fast. I was very satisfied with my results, and along with the deficit, I was losing weight and building muscle at the same time, so I was definitely getting leaner. Very, very lean. And I stuck with it a while. I started in like August of 2016. And then by December, I was down to like 165, 30 pounds in 4 months, which is just really, really good. And I just couldn't believe it. People saw me and they could not even recognize me from what I looked like 3 months ago. And especially because I started changing fashion too, and I grew out the beard, believe me, with the leaner face, facial hair, and new clothes. I looked like a totally different person. If you're to look at me right here and look at me 2 years ago, you're not going to know who the hell that guy 2 years ago is. You would not recognize that, oh, that guy is this guy. No, you would not. So, anyhow, I find that it's very easy to change your appearance on the outside. It's not so easy to change what's on your inside, but that's a whole nother topic that I'm not going to talk about this video. But yeah, the outside is easy to change. What I would end up doing, if you guys are curious as to how I lost the weight so fast, first off, 1 meal a day, fasting. It's rewarding to have 1 meal a day because you can feast like a king and you will still be eating at a calorie deficit, but you need to be active at the same time. So what I would often do in the morning is I would go to the gym and I would bring a big bottle of water. I would run on the treadmill, listen to music, and drink the water. Because by drinking the water, by having all that water in me, I would get less hungry, and I would also end up drinking less pop, which ultimately led to a calorie deficit. And so, first off, run on the treadmill, get into a daily habit of doing that. Um, Also, on top of that, I think it's good to take long walks, like around the block, go to the park. At the time, I was in Taekwondo. So I went to Taekwondo 3 days a week, 1 hour a day, 3 days a week. So I burned several calories in the Taekwondo class, which helped get my weight down even more. As well as that, I went to the Y and I liked to swim. I'd swim laps. That was another thing that helped me get the weight down. But regardless, at least 5 out of the 7 days a week, and maybe 6, I would eat at a 1,000 calorie deficit a day. And yeah, my weight dropped like a rock. I'm not kidding. Also, when it came to building muscle, I was trying really hard to get to the warrior physique. Because, well, no secret, I wanted to look like a handsome guy, like a movie star. So first off, I was trying to lose the weight, trying to build muscle in the arms, like I mentioned. The first step was the warrior physique, which was like, 8% body fat. He can, at the incline bench 1.1% of his body weight, and he can arm curl about half his weight, and all that shit. Um, oh, that didn't exactly. I don't know if I got to warrior. Pretty close. The next step was Greek god, which was, even more muscle. You'd stand out more in clothes. And then superhero was like the ultimate physique. So, like, let me think. Superman, of course, is superhero physique. The Rock would probably be the superhero. Um, Thor is probably at the superhero level of physique. He's at least a Greek god and superhero. But yeah. And when it comes to the workouts, I'm not going to lie, I suffered a lot of pain, especially in the lower part of my body. I do the leg curls, which were really painful. And I think one time I pulled a muscle in my thigh when I was doing the curl, and it was really hard to walk after that, get off the machine, and I just about fall to the floor because I was really determined to get the warrior physique. I was abusive myself and worked myself. So yeah, I tore a muscle in the leg. It took like 2 months for it to heal. I was also doing the arm curls, and I was doing like the barbell curl with like the 60, and then I was determined 70, and keep trying to do more weight. And yeah, I hyperextended my arm. That was painful. And then when I was one time, it's like I guess I was holding it up like this, and a muscle in the right arm, it ripped. So yeah, not a fun experience, but I've learned to, that you can, that actually if you go to the gym every single day, do those same exercises, not good. If you do it one day, you should work yourself real hard, but you should take at least 3 days off. Maybe do it 2 times a week at most. If you want to do it 1 day a week, I'd say that's fine. But yeah, I'd say maybe do like 1 day a week where you work the upper body, and then maybe you can come in the next day and work the lower body. But if you work the upper body on Monday, do not work the upper body or the arms again until Thursday. You can come again on Tuesday and work the legs. And actually for legs, leg workouts can really make you sore, and the legs seem to take longer to recover than the arms. So if you come and work your legs and lower body on Monday, I would recommend you wait a full week before you go in and work the lower body again. Um, Overworking yourself in the gym is every bit as bad, if not worse, than not going to the gym at all. Um, and then, of course, if you go to the gym on another day, and you can also just do cardio, you don't have to lift weights. So, yeah, if you want to go to the gym every day, you could have like 2 days where you work the upper body. You could have one day where you work the lower body, and then the other 4 you could, or maybe on 2 of the days you could do cardio, and then you could do swimming or something. Um, it's it might be good, but I recommend at least one day of the week just don't even go to the gym. I think that would be better. Um, Another thing I may want to get into is that because I was into fitness, um, I also got into fashion a little bit, but I'll talk about that, but on another video more. I can say that when I was at like 200 pounds, I was a 36 waist, pretty chubby. And then I got down to 160 and I was like a freaking 30 waist. 30 in the waist. That's pretty skinny. And yeah. I I didn't have like a super tight six pack like what you would have seen on Tarzan, like Alexander Skarsgård. If you look at him and in his photo, he's got an 8 pack, and it's like super firm. Mine didn't get to that, but you were able to see my abs, and I was definitely skinny beyond all reason, and I felt so good about myself. To be honest, being super fit did not really help with women that much. I had to learn the hard way that women care much more about what's on the inside than they do what is on the outside. Being fit might make you more confident. It does. But just being fit and having big muscles is not your answer to success with women. Anyhow, um, I do think that if you go to the gym and you want to work out, become a ripped guy, I think what's most important is that you do it for you, not for somebody else. Don't do it for your mates. Don't do it for your family. Don't do it for your sweetheart. Do it for you. Because regardless if you're the Greek god physique and you're uh, thin like you want to be and in good shape, regardless of if whoever's with you or not, you still have that, and you're the one that is really going to care. So yeah, do it for you. Anyhow, on top of that, I will say that I was worried that I looked too old. I noticed that when I was heavy, people were guessing me older than I actually was. It really bothered me. I was like 24, and people were guessing me at 31, 32, and it made me feel really sad. But I learned that 90% of your appearance is what you're wearing. And another thing I realized is that being skinny makes you look younger. Because when you think about like a high school kid is perceived to be skinny. They're going to be like 140 pounds. They're going to be super active, athletic. And then like a 30 or 40-year-old man is going to be perceived to be bigger, heavier, less active. So if you're like in your 20s and you're not dressing well and you're heavy, like a 38 waist or something, you could get pegged at 30 or 40 years old easy. If you want to get pegged like you're 18, you gotta be in shape. Um, well, can tell you that when I got down to like 160 pounds, a lot of people had me at like 18, 19, 20, 21. And that just felt so great because I realized that with me being skinny, it helped so much at trying to look young. So, even though I was 25 when I lost all that weight, it felt like I was going back to high school again. And it was a great time. Anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for this ASMR video. I hope I've talked enough about my fitness story and what I was trying to do. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like, please subscribe, give a thumbs up. I'm also looking for support on Patreon. If any of you guys would like to check out my Patreon, I'll provide a link down below. And I offer special benefits for Patreon. And I've got that listed on the site. But anyhow, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.